You don't get many second chances in life.
Now the drugs don't work.
You don't get welcomed back by an ex you cheated on.
Is there any room in that bed for a dad-burn fool?
Always has been.
Or re-employed by a boss you embezzled.
This is the 691st time you've left us for another job. So we finally said, what the hell? We have a form for everything else around here, so why not this first?
Such things are so rare, when they do appear, you need to grab onto them with both hands. Now, I'm not saying that the return to the West End of a play that hasn't been on for 10 years is as life-changing as such events would be. But nonetheless, I stand by this. This second chance to see people, places and things, first run at the National and then the Wyndhams in 2015, now at the Trafalgar Theatre, is an opportunity you do not want to miss. People, Places and Things is about addiction. But more than that, it's about living today. It's about how we struggle to show our best selves. It's about wanting to stand out, but needing to fit in. It's about that battle between honesty and secrecy. As a play, it's hilariously funny. And painfully sad.
Hey, what's going on?
Duncan Macmillan's script manages somehow to be all these things without ever feeling messy and without ever losing us. He has written characters who are flawed, whose truth is flexible to say the least. It is intensely human. The story we follow is of Emma, an actress who we first meet. She's on stage fumbling through a performance of The Seagull. Our confusion grows as her grasp of reality seems to lessen.
Seagull? No, that's not right. I'm the actress.
She says as the actress playing the actress in Chekhov's play. As she collapses mid-scene, there's a loud explosion. The music is banging around the auditorium. We're in a club. Emma is dancing, writhing with strangers, oozing a chemically fueled sexual energy. Then there's an explosion again. We're in a white medical building. Emma's checking in. She does a line of coke off the reception desk. She's on the phone to her mother, asking her to clear the flat of all temptation for when she gets back. I'll stop calling you a cunt when you stop being so cuntish, she hollers with the childish petulance that's been given adult vocabulary. She moves around the stage with the confident messiness of an addict. She lists all the various pills and potions and even a multivitamin that she has taken in order to try and prolong the high long after the original euphoria has gone. It is clear that this detox is driven by necessity, not through desire. This frenetic energy of the opening that takes us through scene to scene is repeated throughout to great effect. It puts us into the head of an addict, lets us see things through her perspective, her perspective, her perspective. Nothing is clear, nothing is straightforward. Everything is a jumble that needs to be worked through. It is exciting, it is discomforting, it is jarring, it is disarming. It is an experience that is truly theatrical to sit through. If you've ever wondered when people say that live theatre is an altogether different experience to the cinema, for example, People, Places and Things shows you what this means. In fact, People, Places and Things should only ever be seen at the theatre. play follows Emma as she deals with her addictions, though deals with is probably not right. Deals with suggests a more typical arc of struggles, soul searching, self-acceptance and salvation. People, places and things is never that neat. Emma rejects the spiritual backbone of any 12-step program. She demands the therapist to be at least as intelligent as herself if this is going to work. She rejects the idea of group therapy from the outset as little more than self-absorbed sharing. All she really wants is a certificate proving that she is not an insurance risk for potential employers. Unusually and positively, there is no proselytising in Macmillan's script. It even suggests through Emma at one point that with so much pain in the world, don't we owe it to ourselves to enjoy every drop of life whenever we can, however we can, wherever we can. And alcohol and drugs surely play a part in fueling that enjoyment. We're used to seeing sobriety as the solution to problems deemed antisocial. A sober world is a perfect world. The entrance is coveted by the recovering addict.
We really can't wrap our heads into what all of heaven will be like. Music, sounds and instruments, the cuisine and smells, the plants, the colors, the streets and buildings and its furniture, the creatures and animals, the art.
People and Places and Things doesn't argue this, but it does paint a more imperfect truth. We see people, addicts in nightclubs, dancing with strangers, smiling, feeling every vibration of bass through their bodies. Then we see people, not addicts, drinking orange squash out of plastic cups while soberly singing karaoke.
When I met you, there was peace unknown. Kelly, I tried to get you with a fine-tooth comb. I was soft inside.
Where would you rather be? Who would you rather be spending your time with? Now, our moralistic selves may say one thing, but the usual interval bar rush suggests quite another. So we have a script that is refreshingly adult and avoids being moralistic. But what makes this production unmissable is the triptych of talent that brings it to life. Director, designer and performer come together as though a theatrical Cerberus. Remove just one of the heads and this theatrical beast would surely suffer. We have director Jeremy Herrin, who manages to create chaos before suffusing to silence in a heartbeat. Bunny Christie's set secretes trapdoors and hidden entrances and exits that allow people and props to melt on and off the stage. And then Denise Gough as Emma. What is there left to say about the incredible performance that somehow she manages to deliver it every single night? The role of Emma has many layers, many of them we probably never get to see. She's an actress who is never comfortable unless she's playing a part, even as herself. She tells us of the child abuse she suffered that never happened. She talks of her brother who she still misses, who died only recently, or maybe yesterday, or perhaps a year ago, or perhaps she never had a brother. Emma isn't Emma's real name. Gough takes this character drawn from lies and embodies her with truth that in the hands of another actress would just be cliché. Her performance is raw, painfully raw. She allows us to hate her, but we still always root for her. For the 2.5 hours Gough is constantly on stage, it's as though we have given her control over our emotions. One flick of a switch and we laugh. Another flick and we're in floods of tears. We gush about performances being memorable. Often these are compliments born of the whole celebratory hyperbole. But trust me, Gough's performance takes the hype and pole vaults right over it. If you've seen it before, of course, you'll know. If you haven't, you really should. Since her original performance in People, Places and Things, Gough has done a lot of good work. Angels in America, She won acclaim for her role in London and then on Broadway.
I won, so now I win the world.
She also won awards.
Now I have so much power, and I am going to use it for good. And to get free stuff.
Off the back of her performance as Emma, the writer of Andor, the Star Wars prequel to the Star Wars prequel, called her and offered her the role of Supervisor Medro, for which she has won many plaudits and probably hasn't done her bank balance too bad either.
Drill down is exactly what I want to do, sir. Drill down, find Andor, and get a hunt started.
It is good that her talent has been deservedly acknowledged. But whether it's a good or bad thing, her performance in People, Places and Things is beyond compare. It is something she is unlikely to ever reach again. That's no detriment to her. If you didn't see this production on its first outing, be grateful to have the second chance. It will be your last. And if you did, I can't think of a single reason why you wouldn't want to see it again.